Hey, I'm Andy Vargas. I'm here with Mike Kellerman.
What's up, hey, Mike?
Yeah, we were having a Starbucks and we're ready to go into iHeart Radio and talk about Love Thy Neighbor and the Andy Vargas Foundation. All right, we're going to take you with us.
Main engine ignition, all three engines up and burning. 2,
To whom it may concern.
1, and liftoff.
Lift? What is this, some Hollywood liposuction? Lift? You know we ain't about all that. Welcome to the Skull and Bones Show.
And it's happening again.
There we go. Skull and Bones Radio.
I don't know if they're ready for us today, bro.
They better be, man. They don't have an option. All right, so we are Skull and Bones Radio. Jean Perrion, joined by the handsome, the luscious Mickey 3 Jammersfield.
Well, thank you, sir.
Now, this is an awesome day, right?
Yeah, it is, dude. I'm super stoked.
One of those days that we don't get every day, right?
No, not. In fact, it tends to be a once a year kind of thing. So it's been so far, hasn't it? Yes, sir. Yeah, we're gonna make this tradition, bro. We're gonna keep this thing going.
All right, Mick. So why don't you let us know what we got going on today, man?
All right. So, in inspiration of the did I say that right? Of the holiday season. So we got a couple wonderful things happening today all at once. So we have Love Thy Neighbor up in the house. Woo! And I just wanted to say that they're an awesome nonprofit organization. They're founded by South Bay Mike and Ruben Torres. These guys are true ambassadors of love and kindness. They're community organizers. They're diplomats to not only children on this side of the border, but across the border in Tijuana as well. And they help out orphanages and they're just truly kind human beings.
I think it's important to note that they don't do it during the holiday time exclusively. Like these guys are working.
Yeah, it's all
year
round
the
thing.
Year,
yeah.
So the work that they do is awesome.
Absolutely. This event they got coming up though is a toy drive for the Christmas holidays, as well as raising money for food and water and other things in need. But we got one more special treat for you. Are you ready for this one?
Mike, why don't you go ahead and let us know who we got, Mike?
Yeah, who we got, Mike?
Yo, we got the singer for Santana, Andy Vargas.
That's right, baby. In this corner.
What an introduction, man. I've never been introduced like that.
He's like, man, it took long enough.
I'm honored, man.
Hey, man, welcome back.
What's up, John and Nick? How you guys doing, man?
I appreciate it, bro. Thank you guys for coming on. We know you guys got an event tomorrow, yeah?
Yes.
And tell us about it.
Well, we actually have two events. We have one today and tomorrow.
Oh, there's two events.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We got Rey Mysterio.
From
the
WWE.
wrestler,
Yeah.
Yeah, no joke.
We got him out in Sweetwater, Harley today at 6 o'clock doing an autograph signing.
6
Oh,
o'clock.
wow.
6 o'clock, yeah.
6 p.m.
Okay.
And, some other things going on there. And then tomorrow we have the main event, which is our toy drive.
Yeah, the big one.
Andy Vargas is going to be performing, obviously.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, man, it's going to be great. Anyone out there listening here in SD, if you can make it, please come. My band plays at 5 o'clock. We're going to be playing from 5 to 6, earlier. We've got a bunch of other bands. Boulevard Descarga is going to be playing.
Okay.
I Abide.
I Abide's going to be playing.
I've heard of them, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've got an awesome set,
You guys got a
up
killer
for you
lineup
guys.
going on then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh,
do.
yeah.
And this is at Sweetwater, Harley, yeah?
Yep.
Now,
Yeah, so you come on, check out some bikes,
Oh, dude.
maybe buy one, I don't know.
maybe buy one. Yeah, man.
That's speaking right to our target audience right there.
I remember last year it was Southern by the outlets, right?
Outlets at the
mall.
border, uh-huh.
Yes.
So
Yep.
you guys changed the location, maybe
Yes.
a bigger venue or a bigger...
Yeah, we just felt that this location was more centralized,
Sure.
easier for parking, easier for people to kind of get around. It wasn't so much as like last time, people had to try to get to a shuttle and get in, and this is going to be more like family. You're coming in,
Oh, it's
you're
killer.
surrounded. It's just going to be a great time.
I will say, last year when we all came out to was the Las Americas, is that what it's called? The mall down there?
The outlets at the border.
Outlets at the border, yeah. I have to say, I really felt that was really well put together.
Yes.
And that was a killer lineup too. Andy, you performed last year there as well.
Yeah.
I remember actually you getting on stage with the POD guys, man, and together y'all
Yeah.
guys just like rocked it, dude. I was like, whoa, this is like history in the making right here,
Yeah,
dude.
man.
But yeah, dude, there was a lot of toys and a lot of money that you guys were able to raise in that one day alone.
Yeah.
Dude, that was like, you guys are killing it,
We're
dude.
going to do it all again this year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, brother.
So it's bring a new unopened toy to Sweetwater tomorrow?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
And
New
then-
New
unwrapped
un-
toy.
yeah.
And I just want to say, dude, I appreciate you guys, Mick and Sean coming down with us across the border. That was amazing.
Oh wow, you guys did that?
Yeah, man. It was first off, I have to say I was honored to be invited to go down there, and it really opened my eyes. It was very heart touching, and I remember we hit a couple different spots, and I met this one dude who was a violin player, and unfortunately he had a terrible health condition. But I mean, even through all that, though, his spirits were high, and he was just an amazing person. And it made me realize, like it doesn't matter if you come from a lesser developed country, there's still good people, in those places. They're just in a lot tougher situation than us.
Look at Santana.
Yeah, Carlos came over from Tijuana.
That's right, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, born in Outlan, but came over from Tijuana with the guitar in his hand,
No joke.
And he's, he is who he is.
Oh my God!
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't think I knew he came from Mexico, but I didn't know he came from Tijuana. So literally right across the border.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Wow, my God!
I got to speak at a Vista del Mar middle school, and I talked to the kids about that.
Sure.
That here's someone who had a dream, had a vision, and came from across the border. So you have a dream, you have a vision, you can do it too.
You know what, man? I good on you guys for that. And I feel that that when you come from a place that probably there's not a whole lot of motivation or not motivation, but inspiration going on.
Inspiration is the word.
I think that that something like that can absolutely change your life and make you do something great. Kind of give you that inspiration, like, you know what? Maybe I can do this. If Carlos can do it, so can I.
Yeah, spark the light.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm totally 100% with you guys. Who's this gentleman here we got with us here?
That's just my buddy. He's my partner in my tattoo parlor, Blackwater Tattoo. That's my buddy, Matt.
Okay, nice to meet you, Matt.
Welcome to the show, Matt.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah, man.
Phenomenal tattoo artist.
Yeah.
On our end over here, we got Sergio Gutierrez helping us out today on Skull and Bones. So
Sergio.
Hello, everybody.
yeah, he's a local legend around here, man. He's a killer musician.
All right, man.
Yeah, he's
you play guitar?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man,
I just make noise with a piece of wood or string. That's all I do.
Yeah, he's being humble, man.
Try to
I
make
tried
people
They
that.
all
happy,
say
man.
that.
I met this dude when I was at Musicians Institute in Hollywood, and I saw him play one time, and I was just like blown away. He was playing Freebird, and I was like, oh my God, I want to be able to play just like you. So I suckered him into trying to teach me how to play guitar. So.
Oh, shoot.
But anyhow, so as far as go ahead, Mike, you gonna say something?
Yeah. I was just gonna touch on what Andy was saying about yesterday. We went to Vista Del Mar. We had a really wonderful meeting with the mayor of Chula Vista as well.
wow.
Oh my God, how'd
And
that go?
dude, it was amazing. Mary Salas, she was awesome. And they really want to reach out, and we, Andy Vargas Foundation and Love Thy Neighbor, we're going to start collaborating on something down here in the South Bay.
It's in the works. We don't want to talk about it too
Yeah,
much.
we don't want to give it up.
But the thing is we're going to collaborate to actually have a program to touch Chula Vista children, and
Sure.
from there then we'll branch it out. But Love Thy Neighbor and Foundation and Andy Vargas Foundation, something that I'm already starting out in San Bernardino. We're gonna come
Really?
bring it here, and next year have some really interesting things, and we'd love to come here and talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
course,
Through your source and stuff, and your audience and stuff, and see what the kind of feedback that we can get.
Right.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is in our backyard.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
So for those who don't know, so Love Thy Neighbor, we know that they help across the border as well as some kids here on this side of the border
Definitely
as well.
here, yeah,
Andy Vargas Foundation. Do you want to explain that a little more to the people because we've gotten some new listeners that probably don't know it?
Yeah, no problem. The Andy Vargas Foundation, we mentor children through music and mentoring.
Gotcha.
I've been working myself with kids with cancer and homeless out in Los Angeles, and I've had the world open up to me in San Bernardino through the city council and other city officials and also the schools. Really, I've got a lot to give and talk about and share, and the city needs it, you know.
Sure.
And
Absolutely.
so I'm focusing some efforts out there to start some projects, and the skeleton of those projects we apply to other places, and Mayor Mary, she is amazing. And she personally, she sat down with us. It was awesome. Like Mike, myself, Ruben, Andy, the other Andy, we sat. And she gave us a good hour of her time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And so again, not to say too much until we're actually in effect.
Sure.
But we're gonna make some things happen. So just a little little thing we can talk about it
Little
later.
teaser.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. We don't.
I think that's awesome with, so much negativity in the world right
Oh, I
now.
know,
absolutely.
right?
You know, and the fact that you got guys like yourselves doing, and it seems like you're focusing on the youth, where, maybe we can start, getting to the root and start kind of changing the history of things.
That's the key, is inspiring the youth and pulling in and gathering those that have the power to make changes within the city, and that's where I found that we can make the most noise there is having other people join us that can do things, and we're the source.
Yeah.
We're the ones with the hands reached out, and focusing on just really just inspiring the kids, and whatever that is, it's something. Because for me, I get inspired daily by things that people say, because I tune in and I listen. So we break down those walls and barriers, and we leave ourselves open for that. Whether it be God filled, which is actually the source of it, or whether it be whatever the case may be, but we break down those walls that stop all of that.
Yeah.
First, and this point of inspiration, and we dig in. It's music.
Absolutely.
It's showing kids that there are different avenues, or like you guys, radio, or like my buddy here, Daniel, video, camera work and stuff, and you getting your hands on the technology. How excited were you guys when you guys first started on your stuff? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like whoa, or guitar, you know what I'm saying, and applying technology to that guitar and stuff, and opening, like, kids today, man, they're geniuses.
Oh yeah.
And
smart.
they're ready to move on these things, on this technology, phones,
yeah, for
iPads,
sure.
and stuff. Earlier than we were. I was in baseball cards and football cards at that age. Now they're I mean, we're talking real, right?
No, absolutely. No, I'm with you on that.
These kids have so much potential, and
Sure.
we want to be the door that opens up so they can walk through. That's what we want to do.
It sounds like you guys are definitely doing that, man. So
On that note, Mike, I wanted to ask you. So I know you guys have been growing year after year. Obviously, now you guys are even moving to bigger venues and taking more resources down into Mexico.
Yes.
What are the future goals that you guys would still like to achieve, or that you feel still need to be achieved?
One thing that needs to really be achieved, in my estimation, as far as going across the border,
Sure.
is making it easier, because it's very difficult.
Big time.
So
I think it's getting more difficult. Yeah.
it
No?
is. It is.
Oh
And,
yeah,
we
especially,
need
yeah. I imagine it would be.
we need we need bigger people that are part of international reliefs and international help
Sure.
to help us, and I'm going to say it flat out. So that's been our biggest obstacle.
Or companies,
Yeah,
companies
companies,
that
yeah.
already have this kind of work, figured out.
Yeah.
Being able to take their products. I mean, there are major, U.S. companies that have their factories over in Mexico. That they can go ahead and just, they could do this just, taking toys. We're helping. We don't want to get taxed to help your people.
Just piggyback on what they're already doing.
And
Yeah,
that
exactly.
is a great idea.
But we need their help, So if anyone out there is listening, know somebody. I mean, 3 degrees of separation out there. I know, you guys out there know somebody or someplace, something that we can help us. And it's really not a lot. It's really not a lot. We're not doing anything negative here. We're just doing something positive. And as well as Mike was telling me earlier, is another thing, if I may, is also helping those in our backyard.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's really important.
I do feel that there's a lot of that needs to be addressed as well. So I remember last year as well. There was when we went across the border. We went to a couple of different spots, literally right over the border, and then we drove to this one area that was a bit out there.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget this. I don't know what do you call the lady who runs the orphanage there?
She's the mother.
The mother. Okay, so the mother of the house. Then I remember she was saying through a translator, of course, because my Spanish is very broken. My mom was very disappointed in that. But I remember she was saying that there was people that were basically they didn't have enough food and stuff like that, because most of the orphanages that were right across the border got all the help, but the
Right.
deep orphanages barely got anything, and those were the ones that needed the most. So what would you say, what resources do you think that those people need the most to be able to sustain these orphanages down there and the kids can have
Okay, yeah. So we went
lives?
down there and we before my accident and everything, we went down and I helped build a lot of things with drywall and all that.
Okay.
But what they really need is food. They need water.
Sure.
They need a washing machine. They need help with electricity, with the bill, because this woman who runs the orphanage, I mean, she's amazing. You met her. I mean,
Right.
she doesn't care if you're Catholic. She doesn't care if you're Christian. She doesn't care what you are. If you want to help these kids, come and help them.
Sure, Absolutely.
But don't say you're going to do it. Just do it.
Yeah,
you know?
love thy neighbor is the avenue to do that.
Yeah.
You know, they're connected. They're in tune. You know, and so that's what you find as an organization
Love
like
thy neighbor
them.
movement.com.
Yeah.
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 So to clarify a little bit, if there's a family out there right now that's
Mm-hmm.
that's listening and they're saying, you know, I would love to help, but I'm in a tight spot financially, but maybe they're an electrician or they're a plumber.
Yeah.
Can they just help with their trade skills to go down there and help out that way?
Absolutely. And dude, we
Volunteering
Love
as
Thy
well.
Neighbor have always been about whatever you can do to help. We don't.
Okay.
We don't just want your money. We want you.
Absolutely. Okay, that sounds.
What's the email or the
The web address is lovethyneighbormovement.com.
lovethyneighbormovement.com?
And once again, this isn't just a holiday thing; it's an all-year-round thing. Obviously, these kids over there, they got to eat all year round as well. How's the water situation out there as far as drinkability? That the water they have already.
You know, it's pretty sad. I mean, you know, they have to boil their stuff. You know, they have filters and stuff too. But I mean, it's really sad. It really is. They need water. They need milk. A lot of milk.
How many kids were at this one particular orphanage that we were talking about here?
I'm
The one that's far out
thinking-
there.
Yeah, it's about 16 minutes south. I'm thinking there was about 120 is what it was.
Yeah, there was. I remember you actually took me into a room,
Yeah.
and where there was the bunk beds, and I think that the children were having to sleep sideways to put like 3 or 4 kids on a twin size bunk.
Holes in the walls.
Yeah, holes in the walls, man. It was. Oh my God, I just. Yeah, it was very sad. So if anybody out there, if you guys can help financially or
Volunteer.
volunteer with a trade or just going down there. I mean, even just coming down there and saying hi, I'm sure would make their would make their day. So anyhow, I'm getting a little emotional here.
Yeah.
If there's anything else you wanna
You know, we are
say on
very
this?
we're very serious about being transparent. You know, that's one of my roles as vice president is to make sure that we document and video everything that we do. Because if somebody gives of their hard-earned money, we want them to know that, hey, bro, we didn't just take it and do what we want with it. We took it and did what you want with it.
Sure, absolutely. And I do want to point out that that Mike here has been in a couple different accidents this year, and he's still going out there, man. I mean, his chest was cracked open in a motorcycle accident, and this guy's, I mean, he was down there less than a month later afterwards, right?
Didn't get to go down there, but I mean, it just happened. So this whole year has been really hard for me. But starting January, I'll be completely healed, and I'll be trucking really hard.
Well, I'm
You'll
looking
be
for.
back at it, huh?
Oh yeah.
He's a
I
tough
doubt
son of a
that.
gun, this one over here, isn't he? He looks it too. All right, so we're gonna switch gears here a little bit, and so Andy, we wanted to play a game with you if you're down with that.
I'm
Before
down.
we have to.
You're down?
I'm down. Oh man, this question and answer thing about let's see.
Yeah. I don't know if he's ready.
All right, let's check it out.
All right, so
ahead.
so last year we played a game called Ask a Rock Star,
Yeah.
and we did it with yourself as well as Sonny, but we did it off the Facebook, doing the questions off the Facebook from fans of you guys. But this year we're going to play a little bit different. We're going to play a little speed version of it. So the name of the game is going to be Would You Rather.
Okay.
All right, so normally we're going to like throw this disclosure out there. Normally they're pretty embarrassing questions, but we're going to make it more fun, lighthearted for you. So don't hate us if there's anything out here that's
It's all good.
all right. You ready for question number 1?
Let's do it.
All right, so you got to answer pretty speedily. Cool.
Yes.
All right. Would you rather be a judge on American Idol or The Voice?
Ooh. The Voice.
The Voice. If you had to record a duet love song, would you rather do a country ballad with Carrie Underwood or a Christmas song with Mariah Carey?
Christmas song with Mariah Carey.
Okay.
My man.
If you had to star in a, yeah, he was banking on that one. I thought you were going to go the other way. If you had to star in a remake of a classic film, would you rather take place of Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic or Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump?
Oh man. Tom Hanks and Forrest Gump.
Okay, so Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump or Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean?
Ooh. Tom Hanks and Forrest Gump.
Okay, still going with that one. Okay. All right, number 5. All right, this one's going to be a little long, but this one might get a little. All right, so you're on a Rockstar cruise ship that sank in the Pacific Ocean. You're now on a small boat in the middle of the ocean that's about to capsize due to max occupancy. There are hungry great white sharks circling the boat. You only have enough room to save one person, and that's it. Who are you going to save? Slash, Dave Grohl, or Kid Rock?
Save them. I'll throw myself in there and let everybody else live.
Wow.
Okay, all
Good
right.
answer.
All right.
Well played.
All right, well, we're going to go with number 6. There's going to be the same scenario on a boat in the ocean surrounded by man-eating sharks. Who are you going to save? Stevie Nicks, Carrie Underwood, or Jennifer Lopez?
Yeah. I'll throw myself in there.
So you're still same answer.
They've got to live, man.
Okay. If you could go back to the 70s and live a day in the life, who would you rather choose? Steven Tyler, Mick Jagger, or Brian Johnson from AC/DC?
Ooh. Steven Tyler.
Steven Tyler.
Yeah.
Okay. This guy's he's got good taste, yeah. All right. So I think Sergio over here was gonna help tag team with a little bit of this as well as Jean. But we wanted to ask you a little bit on the music industry a little bit here and see what you got for us. How do you feel about the state of the music industry and the future of rock music?
I'm excited about it. I think independent artists have such an opportunity right now digitally to express themselves, and it's all about their own intention, what they have to say, because their voice can be heard, and it's about your motivation. We talked about motivation earlier, because a lot of people have motivation, but what's their intention, right?
Sure.
So motivation, I think now through these digital media and stuff and technology, it's easier. You could just get rocking on it. Now the thing is obviously then it crosses my my feelings about staying on your technical devices all day and not expressing yourself humanity a little bit more and stuff. But the music business, man, there's so many amazing things happening right now. These companies are starting to compete with each other. I just read YouTube's going to come out with their digital streaming.
Are they really?
Yeah.
I missed that. Wow.
Yeah, and we've got all the major labels that are, going to, be in connection with that.
Okay.
Warner Brothers, Universal, a few other labels are starting to, come up. It may not be the 3 majors anymore. It may be other gives the opportunity for other labels and catalog holders to play the game. Let's see here. Obviously, social media is king, but it's going to be an interesting year. This year I'm going to be part of the Recording Academy, so I'm excited about
dude,
that.
that's killer. That's awesome.
It'll change in my scene here. I'm going to be heavily a part of that, doing some collaborations with Sonny from POD, the POD guys, I've been developing my label Soleros Records. Not to change too much of the topic here of what's been going on, but this year I'm going to be releasing a lot of music. You can check it all out at andyvargas.com.
Okay.
And I'll be releasing a lot of music, all the stuff I've been working on for the past few years. This year is my year to kind of, start, shooting some targets.
Okay. Now, with that being said, do you think there's probably going to be a tour going on with that, or?
Yes. That when I'm not on tour with Santana, I'll be out touring my stuff.
Which leads me to another question: tour life. Mm-hmm. Can you elaborate on that a little bit? Because I think most of us kind of see a tour bus and we're thinking, "Oh my God, it must be filled with all the champagne and all that." You get me?
The glitz and the glamour.
You're right, the glitz and the glamour. So, could you elaborate on tour life? What that's like?
It's whatever you want to make it, man. It's really, it's how you were raised. It's what happened after you left home. It's who you are. I know a lot of people that have allowed for the tour life to make them, rather than they make their own tour life.
Well, that's interesting.
You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah. And hashtag tour life. I know, I do that with Marcos from POD. But yeah, it's what you make it, man. And that's what I learned. I learned by going through it.
So with that being said, like if someone gets sick on a bus or when you guys are traveling by plane or whatever, so how does that stuff? Is it like, okay, dude, you're gonna put on a mask and stay like 10 feet away from me, or are you guys like, okay, just cough on me now, let's get it over with?
Well, yeah, no, everyone, kind of stays away from those people. There's those people that, that blow their nose and put their thing right next to you, and they've been coughing and stuff. I've always been extremely conscious of that because I have to sing.
Absolutely.
So your nose, your breathing and your throat clarity and all that stuff. Like I'm really conscious of that stuff. If I have to sing like on Friday, by Monday, I'm trying to do everything that I can to prepare myself. How am I feeling this morning and stuff? And
wow, so you're going back that far.
I work with a voice therapist. You have to watch what you eat and everything. Even though lately I'm in San Diego, man, I've been eating a lot of good Mexicano food.
A lot of good food down here, yeah.
But yeah, you really do have to when you guys, being on air here, working with a therapist, you hear your tone, where your tone is coming from, and how you're feeling. can you push it that day? Do you have to be kind of like cool, calm down a little bit? I used to perform, balls out. Like every show was my last, and I still do. That was something that Carlos showed me. But we do have to be aware of how we treat our voice off stage as well as we do on stage.
Okay.
And work with that, because that gives us longevity. If we're out, with Santana, we're playing, 4 shows a week. 2-hour shows and hour rehearsals every day, or every day of the show. That's a lot of singing and stuff. And we don't. Granted, there's another singer in the band. And we don't. Not every song is a singing song, but it's a lot of singing, a lot of pushing, especially when, the ranges are quite dramatic. So
sure,
you just got to take care of yourself and just be aware. And when you go into like tour life, right? When you go into neutral, you can't. You gotta drive it. You've got to not just go into neutral. You got to be aware, because when you go into neutral, by the end of a couple of days, you're like, oh shoot, I didn't take care of this, I didn't take care of that.
Yep.
And then you've got stuff at home you got to take care of, right? You your
dude.
bill slide, all this and that. Even though there's automatic bill payment, I'm just saying, these are the things that
it's
we have
always
to
down
live.
on you and affects you then.
Oh yeah, for sure. At one point I just let things go. I used to jump on a tour bus or jump on a plane and be like, I don't even know where I'm going. I don't want to know where I'm going. I don't know my tour schedule. I want to wake up in a new place, just maybe find out the night before, just to find out the temperature or whatever. But
sure, yeah.
That's a lot of fun too, and it's cool. But I've got responsibilities at home now. I got to know what day it is. You know what I mean?
Got to do breakfast, lunch, dinner,
Yeah,
vitamins.
Yeah,
So sometime
man.
you got to come back to reality then, yeah.
Yeah.
When you're back home, dude, I can only imagine tour life probably, like you said, kind of stresses you out or it weighs down on you a little bit. I'm sure you need some relaxation time once you've done enough shows. So
a little bit.
When you come home, how do you decompress? I mean, when you literally did a world tour earlier this year. So when you came home to LA, how do you decompress from that? What are your hobbies that you kind of like?
Yeah, you know what? I got to be honest. I don't. I just keep things going. Like I
Really?
just make sure I get one night's rest, and I get right on it, because I'm only home for so much time. You know what I mean? So I just get
Wow.
home, spend some time with the family, and reconnect, and maybe 2 days. Maybe 2 days, but that's it. We got to get right back on it, man. I've got a rehearsal studio in LA now. Rehearsal recording studio. So my band's always up in there. There's always things to do in your studio, like Mike with his, tattoo shop, Mike and Matt, there's always something to do and always something to work on. And we got to keep that going. That's what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Sure.
And prepare. You guys have to come to the studio sometime, bring your instruments, or, just come and check it out. It's close to the Burbank Airport.
I'm down.
I'd love
Yeah.
to.
I
Come
live
check
right
it
down the road from that. That's right, because your studio's right down the road.
So
from
that
up
was
there.
an old studio. I've got a new spot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this spot's awesome, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
That's huge.
No joke. I'll tell you what. If you're into, you fish?
I do.
If you guys are up for it, Jean and I, we've got this. We've actually talked to Serge about this before. We got this this power yacht boat that we're going to probably be taking up to L.A. and taking that thing out there. So if you guys are up into fishing and stuff, we go off the coast of Malibu.
Love
See if we can catch us some.
When is this? We'll talk about this. We'll talk about this in a minute. But I'm down, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely, let's do it, man. Yeah, we had it down here at the Campland Marina, but we just pulled it out of the water.
Okay.
And we're gonna get the bottom repainted and all that stuff. We're just gonna get sanded, repainted, all that stuff. But yeah, dude, we plan on going out.
See,
and
you
doing
guys are
some fun
living the
stuff.
dream, man.
It's SoCal, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to live it up over here. Well, I think Serge, were you gonna ask? You had something on your mind, yeah, earlier that you were gonna.
I have a lot on my mind.
Oh shoot, we're gonna do the Ask a Rockstar. over here. John's coming up next on this one.
I just have a really quick, just like quirky, weird story. We were in Portland, and I was just playing my guitar, and this woman, dude, busts out these pair of scissors from her purse and chops off 6 inches of my hair and runs off.
Oh my God.
That's the only
What?
story I have to tell. That's the first one that came to mind. So I don't know. So she gave me a haircut while I was on stage,
I'd be
and she
pissed,
probably made
dude.
it. She probably made a voodoo doll out of it.
I was gonna say, man. Hopefully, there's no voodoo stuff. Just don't believe in it, man. It won't happen. Dude.
I know, right? I know, right? No, but
Fair enough, dude. Dude. I'd be so angry if someone did this, something like that to me.
no, why? It grows back. It's cool.
I've been really scared that Jean was gonna like sneak in my room sometime and like try to like shave all my
Yeah,
hair off.
clean
you
that
know?
mess up.
Yeah, dude.
Do a little snippet.
Yeah, dude. I'd be so pissed.
Passed out a night of party.
But
No, but I do have to say, I do want to just say thank you for bringing me on. It was really cool. I mean, you guys had a lot of amazing things to say, and you guys are doing amazing things. I came in this kind of blind. I didn't know what you guys did. I mean, I kind of knew, I knew Andy Vargas. And,
Absolutely.
But it's cool. I'm just grateful to be in this energy right now. This is a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
So,
man.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys.
Us too.
Yeah,
And
man.
so tomorrow night you're performing at 5 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 o'clock, man. I
What's-
hope that we can, get some people who are listening to this to come on out, man.
Absolutely.
Drop
So-
what you're doing.
Is
So-
it with Soleros?
Yeah, it's with Soleros, man. It's my band Soleros. So
Okay, yeah,
we're
they're
really,
pretty
really
good.
killing it, man. Quick shout out to Joe Mendez and the rest of the guys out there. They're coming from LA. We came here. We escaped the fires.
Right,
we
yeah.
got here in time. Praying that the fires
right, dude, 'cause
were
you're-
in their areas. But,
You're right. You're right in that area, aren't you?
We were just affected more by the smoke.
Yeah, and
You know.
that's bad too.
Yeah. The smoke was just, God bless those who lost their homes. But anyways, the guys are coming, and they're going to come with happening spirits to come and rock it. That's for sure. So we're hoping for a good, audience and stuff to rock out to.
Absolutely, dude. You're gonna kill it, man. I was really blown away last year with your
Thanks, man.
performance.
Thanks, man. Yeah, no, we've been putting a lot of effort. We're playing this last couple months, when I'm not with Santana, almost every weekend.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
My
Busy
God.
year.
Yeah, no, yeah. Next year's even going to be, it's
That's
going to
good.
be on
Busy's,
it.
busy's good.
Yeah, no,
Hashtag
we love it.
busy man. Hashtag tour life. Yeah.
Busy man. Let's do it.
Right.
So, Mike, go ahead and plug location, time, if you want details or information, Facebook page.
Yeah. Well, it's Sweetwater, Harley Davidson. It's our national city. The time is from 1 to 9 o'clock
All day.
on Saturday the
It'll be
9th,
happening all day.
all day.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
an all-day event.
Bring a
Food,
toy.
Everything. So, we got cars.
Car show.
It's just going to be a great time. And you can just go, you can go to lovethatneighbormovement.com to check it out. Multiple people have posted on Facebook,
Sure.
whether it's South Bay Mike Facebook or Ruben Torres Facebook, you'll see it there too.
Awesome.
So, yeah, it's all over.
Yeah, dude. I think it's gonna be if it's gonna be a lot better than last year. It sounds like, and last year was pretty damn good. So you guys are taking it to a whole nother level. All right. So Matt, was it?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in, Matt.
Oh,
South Bay Mike.
Absolutely.
Much appreciated, bro. Andy Vargas.
Yes,
thanks
sir,
a
man.
bunches, dude.
Oh, man.
And
on.
this gentleman over here.
Daniel behind
Daniel.
Daniel
I
on the
behind the
camera.
camera.
All right. And of
the
course,
paparazzi.
Sergio Gutierrez over here. Thank you guys for listening. Appreciate you guys coming in.
it.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
man.
Thank you, man.
I'm Adeline. And I'm Sam.
I'm Malak from Chula Vista, and the only thing I listen to is Skull and Bones Radio.
SDSU's favorite party show.
Hi, this is Jessica.
And Jordan.
We're from Poway, and we're hanging out with Skull and Bones.